So in the warm-up phase, I like to give my body some gentle movement. So usually I just start with a parallel bouncing, and I just feel my body. Of course, that's also a time when you want to check your alignment, and then you can pull up the shoulders and just let them drop. Make sure that they are loose. You loosen your neck. Make sure also that your eyes are not fixed, that they are more peripheral, that you get a nice relaxation in your face. You unlock your jaw. Just gentle, gentle, gentle. And then you feel your feet, the soles of your feet. So that's the moment to really come in contact with your body, which then helps you through the entire phase of your session. And then what I also like to do is some little movement left and right with the arms. Make sure that when you do that, that your knees are always looking forward. And then stretching over the head, reaching up high, and exhaling down, up, reaching up high. Nice little stretch of the side here. I like to pull my arm a little bit up, like that. Gives you a little bit more of a stretch. And then this kind of movement, I really like that very much. It's like energizing my energy field here. You might feel a little bit of zzz in your body. At least I feel that. That's why I like that. You can also let your hands, wrists free. And then what I like to do in the beginning phase is activating the kidneys. For that I bring my hand on my kidneys and I slide down with my hands, giving a little pressure on the kidneys. And so I slide down like that. Okay, and with an exhaling, down, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Like that we stimulate our kidneys because they have to do a lot of work. We want them to flush out our toxins, the toxins which are set free through our rebounding exercise. Because what you have learned so far is really we are detoxing quite a lot. And the ones who have not heard me saying that yet, I always recommend to drink a lot of good water when you're rebounding, because the toxins which are set free, you really want them to flush out. Now if you're doing the session after coming home from work, that rebounding session, usually there I pay attention that I really let go the day before, let go all the stress which you have had before. And in that phase, that's a little bit different from the morning phase. What I've shown you now is more like what I do in the morning. If I would come home from work, I would really definitively go in movements like that to really shake out the weight, really let go. And then also the exercise which we did already in another session, that we really get rid of our stress in our energy fields, like yeah? Okay, so that's usually what I do in the warm-up phase. And then after that, you do your routine, whatever you want to do that day, in order either to strengthen your bones or, to just work on your lymph, or do exercises to strengthen your core, or the crossover exercises for the core and the brain. So whatever you want to do in that middle phase, which is basically the core phase of your routine, and then at the very end we do the cooling down stretching phase. An exercise which I really like very much to calm my body down after having done an extensive workout is an exercise out of the Qigong, where you bring the arms up with an inhaling and then bring the palms forward and just gently come down in front of our body, making an energy ball here, it's like a bubble here, and bring this bubble down like that. And when I'm here, see there, it's basically here at my knees, and then I imagine it goes further down, goes really, really, really down here and then into the earth. And when I'm moving over the feet here in the feet area in my imagination, I really feel the grounding of the feet. So we also use the breath for that. So the inhaling goes here, inhaling, and then you exhale. That you inhale again, make this energy bubble, and bring it down with an exhaling. Usually you do that 3 times. So inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. And last time, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. And then I usually just stand there for some seconds. I just feel it. Feel my body and feel my energy, and then I come down with a soft step. So that is how I often finish a sequence. Another way of finishing the sequence is really directly go into the stretching from standing on the rebounder, and you can do that, for instance, with the frog position, which we did already. So there you come down. You make yourself space here, or just place your hands here on the rebounder and just come in a bounce. Now again, the people with knee problems don't do that. It's not good for you. That's really nice. And then you can again come up here and stretch. And come down and bounce, up, stretch, and down, bounce. And then from that you can come in a sitting position and just move a little bit around. Now we did this exercise too. The circle from our waist and the other direction. That stretches nicely our lower back. And then we can do the butterfly. And other stretching exercises. That's, for instance, one where you can just bring the legs to the sides, come in a nice upright position, and pull a little bit forward so that you get a nice stretch here in the inner thighs. Just hold yourself for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and release. And 1, 2, 3, and release. And from here, you can come in a lying position. And basically you can do all these exercises which we have done already in the stretching session. You know, that's now the time to really do these exercises. And I really recommend you to do always what your body needs. You know, for instance, at the moment my body tells me that my body wants to have this movement. It wants my hands to stretch the lymph fluid here, to really let that circulate. It really feels good to me now. At other times I don't need that, but for the moment my body wants that. So I give it to my body. And then I come in a like bouncing here. And I really love the movement that's called the beetle on the back, where you bring also the arms up. That's so good. You can use your voice if you want. And then you make a package and wiggle a little bit left and right. And then I really like the stretch over the entire rebounder. So that's good to have space here, which I don't have at the moment. So in fact, I should go a little bit behind here. I can't do it again. That's really good. And again, the package, wiggling around. And then at some point you want to come into sitting position. For that I am turning on one side, putting one hand here, the outside hand on the rim, pressing down the hand and come in a sitting position. So the last thing then what you do is to stretch your calves. And for that, you can put your rebounder on the side. You put your hand on a wall, and then you bring your foot up and just press the calf, press the foot against your butt, so that the calf is nicely stretched and that the thighs are stretched. And breathe. And you can bring it up here. And the other side. And then some stretching which you might know from jogging. You bring one foot in front of you, one leg in front of you, and then the forward leg is stretching, the backward leg is bending. You bring your hands on your upper leg, or you can bring it closer down here to the knee, and stretch over the front leg. So what you want to feel is really a nice stretch here in the inner thighs. And then same thing with the other foot. And then we can bring the stretched leg in the back, and the forward leg is bending. And the same on the other side. And when you do this exercise here, you want to feel it in your calf muscles. So you bring the heel as much as possible down to the ground. Perfect. So now you know everything to compose your own QiBounding routine. Have fun and good health.